Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Spider-Man 2. We're on part 12, and we have just only a couple of parts left before the end of the game. So this is exciting. So, just a few more chapters left to finish up, and I think the first thing that we're doing is we're either going to. I think we're going to the Daily Bugle, but I might be mistaken. No, it seems like we're going in that general direction, so could be going to the daily. We'll have to see. I'm trying to not get ahead of myself here. But yeah, so it is still October 19th, and I recorded the last three parts a couple hours ago, so I'm trying to get these ones done, or at least these next two, so that I can get back to recording more games for at least the end of the year. Trying to record more of our Christmas LP, because that's a commitment, and I'm gonna have to work on that for the next month or so, and hopefully I can get most of that done by the end of November, like start of December, that kind of thing. So we'll have to just see. I got so much stuff I'm working on right now. I think tomorrow I'm gonna be, or at least, yeah, tomorrow I'm definitely gonna be working on the Wolverine video, trying to get the game recorded and maybe some of the script written. Most of the script. Oh, geez, Peter, you almost just blew your secret identity right there, man. Oh, what's going on over here? But yeah. So I got Wolverine next. I also want to do AVGN Deluxe is another game I want to get to, and then there's a few more that, like, I got one for the end of November, which may or may not be out by this time, and that is Batman Begins. Doing that one with Swifty, and then also yeah, for Christmas, the plan is to put out Miles Morales, but we'll just have to see with that. I don't know, but yeah, we got Mysterio back for his final appearance in one of the hardest bosses ever to exist. I mean, look at how many health bars he has. This is going to be quite a challenge. I don't know about all of you, but I'm pretty worried with how it's gonna go. Like, first we're gonna lock onto him, because locking onto him seems to do something. But yeah, let's do it. Yeah, hardest boss in all of existence, right there. Man, where did he pull that camera from? That camera just came out of nowhere. That's insane. Damn, Spidey. He literally just pulled that camera out of his ass. Oh my god. So we got to go back to the Daily Bugle with our photography photos for JJ. Sorry about that. Whew. It's been a long day. Really, you don't see anybody else in the bathroom. You better make sure of that, Peter, before you do anything. I always found it weird in this game that he's wearing his glasses. Like, it makes sense in the context of the movie, because he lost his powers, or he loses his powers. So he can't rely on, he can't rely on the wall crawling, the web swinging, all that. And even his eyesight starts to regress. So he wears his glasses to kind of help him out. But since he's already powered throughout the game, and he'll continue to be powered till the end of the game, it makes no sense for him to actually have his glasses on here. So that's weird. Even in the first game, he didn't have glasses. Like after he got his powers, he was just the same old, Spidey Man that everybody. I just said Spidey Man. All right. Can't wait to see how this turns out. Are we gonna web JJ to a light post or some other shenanigan type? I like my costume. Sorry, I just got distracted there for a moment.
What's up with that? I guess you're right. What did you have in mind? Well, I did find Shocker again.
So now we gotta go fight Shocker again. So pretty much the same as before. Just gotta chase Black Cat over to Shocker's new hideout, and then boss fight, and he's done.
Surprised that you found Shocker again. Thought he would be smart enough to lay low for a while.
Finding out where he is wasn't easy, but I can be very.
When I played this as a kid, or when I was younger playing this, the first time I beat this game was, oh geez, I think it was at least like past 2009 or so, something like that. I know I definitely beat this game before I beat Ultimate Spider-Man, so. And I'd beaten the first movie game plenty of times, so. But, yeah, we got... We're fighting Shocker goons. They look horrible, by the way. The black and yellow jumpsuits look like shit. When you play this game as a kid, you don't realize that, it takes however, like 4 hours to beat the game. You're just kind of like, you're just going with the flow, and for you, it could take days to do this, but I found it so fun as I'm getting older, and these games are becoming much, much easier for me. Like sections that I had such a hard time with and games that I struggled with feel like light breezes now. And that's funny to me. Like Ultimate Spider-Man, for example, I had the hardest time, the biggest struggle with the last like couple missions when I was a kid. When I beat it, I was probably like 12 when I beat Ultimate Spider-Man. And like the last two missions, you're just like, I played them on the PS2, and I jammed those fucking analog, those triggers to the ground. Those are probably ruined by the time I was done with them, because most of those are just like, you gotta fucking... Like you gotta use the triggers to play a mini game for you to open a door or something. So. But anyway, so I was kind of, I was going through the motions with this, and then like playing it now, I have no trouble. I played Ultimate Spider-Man, what was it, a couple years ago. It was when I didn't have my, it was when my laptop crashed, and so I played a few games, and one of them was Spider-Man, Ultimate Spider-Man on the original Xbox, which I played on the 360. And that game was beat like 3 hours. Like it wasn't very long at all. It was super super quick. So.
Whoa, this is an old Oscorp research lab. Sharks moving up in the world.
Yeah, some kind of space propulsion thing. I wasn't really paying attention. I'm gonna find another way in. I'll meet you inside.
Meet me inside. You're gonna see me in like 2 seconds. Oh, well, that was fun. Here we are.
I must have told every lowlife in New York where to find me.
A trap?
Don't take it too hard, Cat. Shocker's a crafty one. No? Wait, I'm thinking of someone else.
Get ready. Here comes.
Oh boy. So we have shock towers to deal with. That's fun. So I so funny thing about that is that that was a result of it being at the very last minute of that recording session, and I had to go eat. So I decided to close up the recording, go eat, and then come back and record the rest of the game, or at least record another hour or so. And so right before I was sending a text letting him know that I was coming down, and at the last minute the fucking shock hit me, and it sent me ragdolling across the floor.
Shield up again. I'll work on it. Look out for those blasts, okay?
You know what's funny though? It's that the way that I had the parts played out in my head, because I figured this boss would have been the start of the next part. So what happened next was when I was editing everything all together, making parts 11, like 10, 11, 12, whatever. And we came up to this. It was
Quick, Spider! Get over to that other terminal so we can drop the shield.
surprisingly, there was a huge amount of time left between
This guy gave you trouble?
the transition, and this, and the boss. So I figured, fuck it, I'll just put the rest of the boss battle in this part, and then we'll save the rest of the game for next. We'll just kind of go from there. So
That shield is really getting on my nerves. I'm gonna figure out a way to shut it down for good.
stupid shocker piece of shit. I gotta say, these bosses are like, the bosses with Shocker are kind of whatever, but it has like the Shocker boss specifically has my favorite music track in this game. Which this music already has a really good soundtrack by itself, but this one is like a nice like fucking techno like rock mix, and it's great.
I'm gonna pulverize you.
It's really cool.
Still about as subtle as a train wreck, aren't you?
almost the end, Shocker. Till you go back to prison. And we never see you again. Well, we see you in the PSP version, but that doesn't count. The PSP version is garbage. Oh boy. I cannot wait till we get to playing that. That'll be fun. That'll be interesting. There we go. He's done.
Is that as good for you as it was for me?
I have to admit, you were right. I feel much better.
You see? I told you, baby. Stick with me and you'll be fine. Come see me next time you're feeling down, alright? I'll see you around.
She's pretty amazing, don't you think, Shock?
I think my career has just hit a new low.
Who cares what you think?
Yeah. Yeah, fuck you, Shocker. You piece of shit. Go back to prison, you fucking mook. Okay, so that is going to be it for this part. We'll see you guys for part 13 and then the finale. So, yeah. Have a great night. Thank you all so much for watching, and take care, everyone. See ya.